Shanghai versus Chengdu. It's me, Avril, with Leg Deus Ex here, who cursed Fury to fly off the map. So, I don't know if you have more.
Gonna have plenty of time to think while he waits for the respawn. Gaga down, there's no burst healing coming through from repair pack, so it's easy as it comes for Who Are You.
Wow.
Oh, I'm feeling the lunatic high flashbacks because this guy's an absolute nut on the mechanics.
Got the 5th kill still. Rampage here. You can look how spread the Hunters are. They're spaced brilliantly, and because Hunters are waiting, or rather Shanghai have been waiting, they lose Lip. It's going to be a solo of the Gaga. He's okay. Lots of green HP surrounded, killed by Nisha, and Hunters have another 5v3. Lip's only respawning now, but he might be coming in too late. If Hunters get another frag here, I think the Dragons are done for this round.
Lige gone, the last remaining, and you know what, Avril? Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious. Void stole Who Are You? And you talked about, Avril, as we came into this matchup, how much of a monster Leaf has been on the Sojourn. And it's only becoming more and more true with each passing moment. Yeah, that's true, and that's pretty true, and furthermore, it's true. Almost has the blade, a swap over for Shanghai Dragons. Jinmu moves in, blade in hand, and a sound barrier in his back as well. I've got the power of God Anime and the boombox on my side, but it's Who Are You who turns it around with the reverse. And Shanghai Dragons clocked as he makes his approach. The radars picked him up, and I'm afraid the aerial defenses of Who Are You and Li Jaegon are far too strong. Jinmu arrives and Jinmu leave. It's only a brief caesura from the Cyborg Ninja as we go 1-1 on Oasis.
Point is still contested. Can this one go on for 2 minutes? So it's a shock all over again. No, it's Lip taking down Jinmu. Lip with the secondary, and now Shanghai likely to get a cap or at least get a flip.
Refrag though from the disruptor field. Now Lip needs to try and get rid of Monk. Remove these armor packs, but no! Monk turns it around and removes Lip themselves. Izzyaki, yes, blocks the incoming knife, and that's a good amount of damage that's been avoided as Gaga tries his best to backpedal away from the incoming battle. Void knifed in the back, and it's Monk who manages to survive much longer than we gave him credit for. What a fight from a flex support turned Brigitte.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Got Hunters. Looks like they might get cleaned out in just a hot second. Indeed, Nisha does. And the flip never came on through, so the Hunters couldn't slow down the approach from Shanghai, who have now overtaken them. It does continue. It looks like Who Are You and the rest of Dragons want to push on forward. They might get more. Gaga is very low HP. Leave has got Lip's number once again. If there's one kill that the Chengdu Hunters can consistently get, it is Leave onto Lip, but the rest of them will go the way of the Shanghai Dragons. We are fast approaching the 80% mark.
I don't want it.
Here we go. The shout has been expended. HP's already gone. He's looking for a target. Void number 1 steals the health pack away. Void can't find it, but will get Jinmu instead. Gets the blade again. Genji. Speaking of which, if Who Are You just wins it, Chengdu have lost this map. Who Are You's got 2. There's no one left. Leave has his overclock cancelled as well. Nobody left to touch. The Shanghai Dragons have all but locked it up.
An unbelievable turnaround here from Shanghai Dragons. Yes, Jinmu pulls out the blade first, but a quick shout, a yelp and a disengage from Shanghai.
Upper bracket finals of, was it not Countdown, it was Summer Showdown, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let's talk Farah. Jinmu's back on his signature hero. And it's going to make Shanghai Dragons commute under this train a little bit more perilous as Jinmu can find these nasty angles, which are going to be very difficult to challenge. Alas, Nisha's going to be the first. The supports are dead. Okay, well, sayonara.
Should be the cap. Well, here's the thing: is I've seen, you know, throughout contenders where there have been plentiful times when Farah A defense has been run. You'll actually notice that it's not very viable on attack. Jinmu swaps Genji.
Rally, give everyone a little bit more cushioning to work with as Who Are You's identified Jinmu. Oh, the deflect's already been used, but a diversion of target over towards the main tank instead. A boop away to try and save Gaga, but slicing through everybody. It's a wide arc of the blade, and it sings as it cuts through the air. Oxygen molecules carved from O2 to simply O, as oh my god, this is pace from the Dragons.
Yeah, if you are superstitious, apparently don't sleep with the fan on, because it'll cut the oxygen. Not too sure if a fan blade's as effective as a samurai sword as a katana.
Chengdu Hunters still have 4 ultimates ready to go, but this is going to be a cataclysmic battle as Shanghai almost have 5. Void once again going to be the primary target. Can a headshot be delivered? No, the knife gets there first. My knife moves at the speed of sound, and Shanghai Dragons, they may have used the rally, but they're only going to be rallying in the spawn now. It's a flawless attack here for the Chengdu Hunters at the cost of 2. Leave has once again shown his face.
Oh, that's
no,
big.
it's just stagger after stagger. This is brutal, Avril. And now Lit moves on forward. It's my turn to overclock, bum. Oh, gee. Coach Moon lets you have 2 ultimates. Shanghai Dragons will complete.
They'll do it in overtime, but it's better than not doing it at all. And for a team that had a, did you say 5-minute time?
Always these intermittent shouts coming up, which allow Shanghai Dragons to find the openings in Chengdu Hunters' presage. There's a blade coming through from the back. Jinmu and Who Are You both unsheathe those katanas. And wow, Monk is going to be able to get the melee damage that's needed, but Nish is taking down in the midst of all of this. Lit clean when it comes to the shots, and Jinmu, that reflect cannot last for long enough. Shanghai Dragons round upon the Genji, and Leave unfortunately will have to accept his death.
The baby diva with a lot more firepower, but unfortunately in this case, just as fragile. Very long death there. Your supports to get that support ult charge. So while it's quicker to heal via the spawn room, you don't want to deny that from your subs. Iziaki, though, won't get denied his life as the Dragons, the spawn hold has unfortunately failed. Even if that is the only kill the Hunters get, it's the only kill they need.
1 is all that it takes, but Who Are You still demands blood. He's like a troll on the bridge. You got to pay for Who Are You toll. He's paid in blood this time, and Chengdu Hunters of Gaga. And yes, the sound barrier ready from Nisha. This is the momentum moving forward. Void is overrun, bulldozed over by Chengdu Hunters as Lee throws a couple of shots into a deflect. Lee Jae-gon is forced to scurry away, and then back to the cart with a touch more health. That's brought to 0 in short order by Lee. That's going to be a cap.
It's a 1-to-1 train. Tools here. Who Are You too low to go deep? They can't heal everybody. Void's down low. It's just too many fights to put out for the Shanghai Dragons, and the Hunters look to cap in stunning fashion.
What a response to a 5-man rampage. Yes, they're all together, rounding in the bodyguards are here. Jinmu moves on in. Void is public enemy number 1, and yes, the boops are there, but so too is the damage. Jinmu's got dash resets for days, bruv, and it's an absolute killing spree for the young Chinese Genji. Lip is found upon high, but I'm afraid, Icarus, it's straight to the sun with you, my boy. Jinmu, what a performance, and what a finish.
Just couldn't stay up there. A little bit too much damage. And if Hunters can't get an immediate trade, they will get snowballed. It looks like Jinmu down, fight's over, this should be the cap.
Yeah, Jinmu either misinformed or misjudging the damage the dash would do. Ends up in no man's land in the middle of 4 people can from.
They have gotten out, like you said, they've gotten out of the spawn. It's important that Shanghai Dragons don't get spawn camped here. Jinmu's got the blade out early, and it looks like Dragons are going to get cut up. No responses. Lee Jae-gon's dead. 5 alive as well. A 3-piece for Jinmu, and Void the only survivor.
Jinmu going low, but the disengage from Chengdu seems okay. Alas, you can't outrun the railgun that Lit brings to bear. And Chengdu Hunters are run down by the mounted cavalry as they try and flee.
Who Are You now with the blade counted by the beat from Nisha. Targeted Jinmu, giving them more of a player advantage, and now the Chengdu Hunters are falling by the wayside. When you really need it, Lip does turn it online.
That was the one shot that was the most effective to hit. Cancelling the rally, forcing. They have a wish, yes, and they tell, yes, Shenron, I wish for a 3-0 as we start to move forward towards it. Void, the Warlord, advances upon all those who would dare stand in his path. It's an attempt to escape spawn with the rampage, but Gaga can't even get off the ground. It's a helicopter, yes, but it's crashing like it's the Apocalypse Now intro. And Shanghai Dragons finish with time.
Can they walk on 4 shout response by Void, and it's Leave going down. Lip will find it, and this could be the beginning of the end. Dragons with a 5 versus 4, now a 5 versus 3, and Hunters with no responses. The beat comes in, celebratory from Lee Jae-gon as Hunters are going to get boomed out of the server only partway through that hairpin, and the Dragons will hold.
All of their chickens need to come home to roost. Yes, there should be a touch. No Chung Nines this time. I don't want another death scream. Thank you very much. Lip disengages. Jinmu dead. The secret sauce has been spilled on the floor. My spaghetti, Avril. It's all gone. As Shanghai Dragons mass upon the cart, and Chengdu Hunters are left scrambling and crying at this 3-0 L.
Who touched my spaghetti? It was the Shanghai Dragons with a 3-0. And a completed time bank as well, where the Hunters couldn't defend A, they couldn't attack A. The Dragons had